You just got paid. Your account shows $3,800. You feel good for about 30 seconds. Then it starts. Rent, $1,200. Car payment, $420. Insurance, $230. Groceries, $980. Phone bill, subscriptions, gas, utilities. And so, 5 days after payday, you are broke again. Sound familiar? You are not alone. According to a 2025 report from PNC Bank, 67% of American workers are living paycheck to paycheck right now. That is up from 63% just 1 year ago. But here is the part that nobody talks about. It is not just people making $30,000 a year. It is people making $45,000, $60,000, even $80,000. Because this is not just a money problem. This is a system problem. My name is Thomas, and I have spent the last decade determined to answer one question. Why do some people, earning the exact same paycheck, manage to build real financial stability, while others stay trapped in the same cycle, month after month, year after year? It is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is the system they are using, or more accurately, the system that is being used on them. And today I am going to show you exactly how that system works, why it keeps you broke, and the precise steps to finally escape it, for good. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome to MR.Thomas Invests. We do not do vague motivational advice here. We do real numbers, real strategies, and real results. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because every week I release videos like this one. Now, let us get into it. Let us start with the numbers, because the data will shock you. 67% of full-time American workers say they are living paycheck to paycheck in 2025. 73% of Gen Z workers, people in their 20s, have no money left after bills. 40% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing money. And here is the number that surprises most people. 20% of households earning over $150,000 a year say they are stuck in this exact same cycle. But wait, how is that possible? How can a family bringing home $3,800 a month still feel broke by the end of the week? 3 words: lifestyle, creep, and debt. Between 2020 and 2024, grocery prices went up 25%. For a family of 3, that means spending close to $1,000 every single month just on food. Rent jumped more than 20% in most cities. And your wages? They went up about 3%, maybe 4% if you were lucky. Meanwhile, inflation is running at 3% right now, but wages for lower and middle-income households are only growing at 1 to 2%. That gap, that is where your money disappears every single month. And it gets worse. The average credit card interest rate in 2025 is over 22%. Some payday loans hit 400% annual interest. 400%. That is not a loan. That is a trap. This is what economists call the K-shaped economy. The top earners keep going up. Everyone else gets squeezed harder every year. And the worst part? Most people feel like this is their fault. Like they just need to work harder, spend smarter, buy cheaper groceries. It is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix it. And that is exactly what we are going to do today. Before I give you the escape plan, you need to understand exactly why you are stuck. Because if you fix the symptoms without fixing the root causes, you will be back here in 6 months. There are 5 traps. Let us name them. Trap number 1, you spend your money before you save it. Most people pay their bills, spend what is left, and then try to save whatever is remaining at the end of the month. You know what is usually remaining at the end of the month? Nothing. Wealthy people do the exact opposite. They save first, automatically, before they can spend it. They treat savings like a bill, non-negotiable, due on payday. Trap number 2, you have no emergency fund. Here is the brutal math. If you have 0 savings and your car breaks down for $800, you have 2 choices. Put it on a credit card at 22% interest, or do not fix the car and risk losing your job. That one. Emergency can set you back 6 months, and then something else happens, and you never catch up. The Federal Reserve found that 37% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency. $400. That is not a crisis. That is a Tuesday. Trap number 3. Your fixed costs are too high. Housing, car payments, insurance, subscriptions. These are fixed costs. They happen every month, whether you like it or not. If you earn $3,800 a month and your fixed costs are over $2,200, you are already in trouble before you spend a single dollar on yourself. And here is the sneaky part. Most people do not even know their actual fixed costs. They have auto renewals and forgotten subscriptions draining $50, $80, even $120 every month on things they have not used in over a year. Trap number 4. Debt is eating your future. The average American household carries $8,000 in credit card debt. At 22% interest, that is nearly $150 per month in interest alone. You are paying $150 every month just to stay in debt. Student loans, car payments, buy now, pay later services. Each one feels small when you sign up, but add them all together and you are paying hundreds of dollars every month just to maintain the life you already have. Debt does not feel like a trap when you are getting into it. It only feels like a trap when you are trying to get out. Trap number 5. You have no plan. And this is the big one. Most people wake up every month and just react. A bill comes in, they pay it. Something breaks, they panic. A paycheck arrives, they spend it without thinking. There is no strategy, no target, no system, and without a plan, your money will always find somewhere to go, usually somewhere you did not intend. Now that you know the 5 traps, let us build your escape. All right, enough about the problem. Let us talk about the solution. This is a 6-step system. You do not need to do all 6 at once. You need to do them in order. Each step builds the foundation for the next one. Step 1. Know exactly where your money is going. Before you can fix anything, you need a clear picture. Not a rough idea, not a feeling, a number. For the next 30 days, track every single dollar you spend, every cup of coffee, every random online purchase, every "I will just put it on the card" moment. Most people are shocked when they see the total. The average person underestimates their monthly spending by 30 to 40%. You can use a spreadsheet, a free app, or just your banking app. The tool does not matter. The awareness does. Step 2. Build your $1,000 emergency wall. Before you pay off debt, before you invest, before anything else, you need $1,000 sitting in a separate savings account, untouched, sacred. Why? Because that $1,000 breaks the cycle. It means the next time your car needs a repair, or your kid gets sick, or your phone dies, you do not go into debt. You handle it, and you move on. If you make $3,800 a month and you set aside just $150 a week, you hit $1,000 in less than 7 weeks. That is under 2 months to change the entire trajectory of your financial life. Put this money in a high-yield savings account. Right now, the best ones are paying 4 to 5% interest. Your regular bank is probably paying less than 1/10 of 1%. Make your emergency fund work while it waits. Step 3. Cut your fixed costs. Go through your bank statement and look at every single recurring charge, every subscription, every membership, every automatic renewal. Then ask yourself this question: if I canceled this tomorrow, would I even notice? Most people find $100 to $200 in monthly subscriptions they completely forgot about. That is $1,200 to $2,400 per year, freed up, just like that. The bigger fixed costs, housing and car, take more time to address, but they matter most. On a $3,800 monthly income, your rent or mortgage should stay under $1,140. Your car payment should stay under $570. If you are over those numbers, that is not a budgeting problem. That is a housing or a car problem, and you will need to make bigger changes to actually fix it. Step 4. Attack your debt with a system. There are 2 methods that actually work. Pick one and stick to it, because consistency beats perfection every single time. The first method is called the snowball. List all your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. Pay the minimum on everything. Then throw every extra dollar you have at the smallest debt first. When it is gone, roll that payment into the next one. The momentum feels incredible. The second method is called the avalanche. List your debts by interest rate, from highest to lowest. Attack the most expensive debt first. This saves you the most money, mathematically. Both methods work. The best method is the one you will actually do. Step 5. Pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck arrives, before you pay any bill, before you buy anything at all, An automatic transfer moves money to your savings account, even if it is $25, even if it is $50. This single habit is the foundation of every wealthy person's financial life. It is not about the amount. It is about making saving automatic and non-negotiable. Set it up today. Your bank makes this very easy. Schedule a transfer for the same day your paycheck arrives. Name the account something that motivates you. Freedom Fund, My Future, Getting Out. When saving happens automatically, you cannot talk yourself out of it. You cannot spend what you never see. Step 6. Build income, not just budgets. Budgeting is powerful, but there is a limit to how much you can cut. There is no limit to how much you can earn. Once your emergency fund is in place and your debt is under control, start thinking about a second income stream. Not a second job necessarily, a second source of money. It could be a skill you already have. It could be selling things you no longer use. It could be a side project that generates $200 or $300 a month. Even small amounts, added consistently, compound into something powerful over time. A person earning $3,800 a month who saves 10% will reach $100,000 in about 28 years. But a person who increases their income by just $500 and saves that extra amount will reach $100,000 in about 14 years. Income is the accelerator. Savings is the engine. I want to show you something. Because I know some of you are thinking, this sounds great, but I barely have anything left over after bills. Let me show you what small, consistent actions actually produce over time. If you save just $190 a month, which is about $45 a week, and you put it into an investment account that returns 8% annually, in 5 years, you will have $13,900. In 10 years, $34,800. In 20 years, $112,000. In 30 years, over $285,000. $190 a month. On a $3,800 salary, that is 5%. 5 cents out of every dollar you earn. Now here is the part that most people never reach because they never get started. Once you have $10,000 saved and invested, your money starts making money. At 8% returns, $10,000 generates $800 a year without you doing a single thing. That is $67 a month in passive growth. At $50,000, that is $4,000 a year. $333 a month just from money sitting there. At $100,000, you are making $8,000 a year while you sleep, while you work, while you live your life. This is how the gap between wealthy people and everyone else keeps growing. Not because rich people are smarter, but because they started earlier. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. I want to say something before I let you go. If you are watching this right now, if you made it all the way to the end, it is because something in your life made you look up. Something made you search for answers. Maybe it was a bill that scared you. Maybe it was a conversation you overheard. Maybe it was looking at your bank account after groceries and realizing there was almost nothing left. That moment, that uncomfortable, honest moment, is the most important financial event of your life. Not a raise, not an inheritance, not a lucky investment. The moment you decide to stop accepting your situation and start changing it. According to the same PNC Bank report, 67% of American workers are trapped in this cycle. But they are not trapped because they are lazy. They are trapped because nobody taught them the rules of the game. Schools teach us history, science, and literature. They do not teach us how money works, how interest compounds, how debt grows, how wealth is actually built. You had to figure that out on your own, and the fact that you are here, watching this, looking for a better way, that already puts you ahead of the majority. Here is what I want you to do before you close this video. Write down one number, just one, your current monthly take-home pay. Then write down your 3 biggest fixed expenses, housing, car, and debt payments. That is your starting point. Not shame, not failure, just information. A map you can now use to find your way out. Wealth is not a personality trait. It is not luck. It is not something you are born with. Wealth is a series of small, boring, consistent decisions made over a long period of time, and every single one of those decisions starts exactly where you are right now. If this video opened your eyes to something you never saw clearly before, do me a favor. Leave a like right now. It takes 1 second, and it helps this message reach someone else who is sitting exactly where you were at the beginning of this video. Drop a comment below and tell me, which one of the 5 traps hit closest to home for you? I read every single one. And if you are not part of this community yet, subscribe, because next week we go even deeper. My name is Mr. Thomas, and I will see you in the next one.